First of all, congratulations on the movie. I had a blast with it. I've watched it twice now in a week.
Oh, wow.
So that's how I know when I'm having a good time on something.
Willingly?
Yeah.
Did they
The first
force
time
you
was
to-
for work, and the
Right.
second time I was for pleasure. Can't not ask about filming in Ireland, obviously.
Right.
How was that? And did you get up to anything fun when you actually weren't filming?
It was beautiful. The nature is beautiful there. I got lost in a park, the national park. I think it was the national park.
You got lost?
Yeah, it was raining and I got lost and I lost my bike. And then I was
you
like, they're
told
going
me
to have
that.
to helicopter me out of here.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where I am. But it was also beautiful. And everything was kind of closed. So that was the only part because of COVID. Everything was still kind of closed. So we didn't get to... We did have some dinners, which was nice, but we didn't get to see too much of Ireland. But we did get to see a lot of the nature, which was pleasant.
One of the aspects of this that I really enjoyed was that I'm a massive movie fan, and seeing stuff that felt very in camera, that felt very practical, that felt like the actors were doing the stunts themselves. I love all that. And I was describing it to a friend of mine as some of the action scenes being almost family-friendly John Wick, because they were very detailed, and you could tell that the stunts were being done by the majority, within reason, by the actors. Who among the cast would be the closest to being like Tom Cruise-y in terms of I want to do everything?
Michelle.
Michelle.
I think reggae, actually.
Really?
Michelle did a lot. And Michelle's badass.
She would do everything except...
But she was proud. She was like, she's unafraid to be like, no, my stunt double definitely stepped in a couple of times.
That's true.
Reggae, I think, did all of his stunts, or at least all of his fight sequences, I think. They're both so badass. And those fight sequences in the movie are incredible.
I mean, they'll do much more than I can do, so it's not like...
I know.
I can't really
We should
tell.
have a big fight sequence in the next one, if we have a next one.
Sure. You have to fight each other?
Yeah, well, that's a good idea.
Oh,
It could be training. You could be training. You don't have to
Yeah,
be enemies or anything.
No, we should be enemies.
Okay. But there was some like specific sequences, and again, as a film fan, I was trying to devise like where did the line cross from practical into CGI. Like for example, there's a scene where the gravity of an entire room turns upside down, and there's a scene where you're on one side of a mirror portal and you just kind of flip into the other side of it, and I was so impressed by it. Like, was there a particular set piece or stunt that you were both involved in, or either were involved in, that you might think audience would assume that was all CGI, but was actually, you were doing it yourselves for real?
Well, all the stuff with the, flipping over and all that business and getting into the portal stuff, that was me. And some of the horse stuff was me. And doing a lot of the flips and stuff when doing Sophia, fighting her. Well, a lot of that was also me. So
The practical stuff with the portals was the way they shot. Obviously, the portal isn't real.
Sure.
But the way they shot it was really interesting and cool. Of like, there was an actual portal. They carved a portal into the wall, and I would step through the portal, and there was a camera on the other side, so that they could CGI that frame onto the other side of the cavern, so I could play it all in one. I didn't have to shoot later, like the see what I'm talking about?
Shoot the other side.
With the bridge. I didn't have to shoot that later. I could just shoot it in one. So I thought that was really inventive.
And just one last one. There's a lovely kind of subtle underlying theme throughout the whole thing of a found family, which I really enjoyed, and I think younger audiences might not immediately pick up on, but it will come through. Like Michelle's character, for example, she was kind of shunned for loving the wrong person, and then she found her whole new family. And Reggae, his character, he kind of leans into the fact that he is a bit of an oddball, and he has no aspirations to change himself whatsoever, because he's completely comfortable with who he is in the movie. And I love that. I thought that was such a subtle kind of idea, just to kind of bring this in, because Dungeons and Dragons, maybe some people, if they don't play the game, might have an idea of what the game is. Maybe it's a bit too nerdy for them, maybe it's a bit too geeky for them, it's a bit too other for them. And I love that in this big blockbuster, they have this lovely idea of, no, it's for everyone, and it's accepting of everyone. So I was wondering...
Yeah, every character is isolated in their own way. Reggae, his whole family's dead. And he's a half dead, and also a Thayan, which is, has a really bad stink on it. But he's a good fan, and I think that it's hard to convince people of that, even though he's so righteous. And Sophia was abandoned by her parents, and so was Doric. And Simon is isolated because he's, I don't know, people can't stand to have him around or something. I don't know, but so it's like it's really beautiful to see all these characters come together and share love together. That, and you even said, like, I don't know if younger generations will pick up on this, but I think that's very common in younger generations. This idea that your friends are your family. A lot of people are looking for their tribe, and this movie is all about that.
Fantastic. Sophia Justice, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
This ends now.